Despite all of the rumors and the myths, San Francisco is a safe city.
Legitimately, everything that I own was just stolen, and I'm sitting here at the airport, and all I have with me is what I have on, and this hat, and that like tiny purse with actually nothing in it. My computer, my iPad, my AirPods, my Bose over-the-ear headphones, all of my clothes, my prescriptions, my retainer, my passport, legitimately everything I own was taken. So I got here to San Francisco 2 days ago. I got a rental car, had a long layover before I'm moving on. I was moving to Bali. I had all my stuff, everything to move there with me. Got a rental car, was driving around, parked. This morning at In-N-Out, I was kind of hungover, went out with my friends last night. Parked to get a burger and fries and went in. I was in there for 4 minutes just getting takeout, like grabbing something and going. I'm up at the counter literally ordering, and someone goes, "Who has the Jeep outside?" I'm like, "I do." And they're like, "Someone's stealing all your stuff." I run out there and this is what I see. 4 masked guys with ski masks on grabbed all of my stuff out of the car, smashed the windows, obliterated this rental car that I had, and took all of my stuff. And now because I don't have my passport, I obviously can't leave the country and fly to Bali. And I'm like, what the heck? So now I'm just flying back to Boston. So I did a police report, the whole thing, and now the police officer said that they found one of my suitcases on the side of the highway with clothes like strewn all about around it. So stay tuned. My clothes are just like flying around on the highway right now.
All right, guys, so we got to talk about a classic, you get what you vote for, F around and find out story involving this liberal man from San Francisco who went on the internet and publicly bragged about how he's happy that Trump supporters and conservatives don't come to San Francisco, okay? Because apparently the city's so great without Trump supporters and conservatives in our voting habits, right? Now, remember, San Francisco is basically a shithole. There's a reason why people call it San Francisco, because psychopaths not only run the city in government, but also on the streets as well, too, right? Quite literally, psychopaths are running the city from top to bottom.
Fox News senior correspondent Claudia Cowan reports from San Francisco on how the thefts are causing business owners to flee.
Homelessness, open-air drug use, rampant car break-ins, and smash and grabs. Crime isn't just tarnishing San Francisco's image, it's driving people away. Small business owners like David Lee, who closed his taco shop after repeated robberies and unthinkable conditions on the streets.
I don't want to walk by these people and be like, are they alive? Like, I don't even think of it. It's subconscious, I just walk right by it, and that's not okay, right? After a while, that just takes a humongous toll on you.
In closing shop, he joins scores of other downtown restaurants, Whole Foods, Starbucks, and big retailers like Nordstrom's, Target, and Banana Republic.
And in a huge blow, after 20 years, Westfield announced it is pulling out from operating the city's largest mall. With one of the few remaining stores here, American Eagle, suing the mall's owners for ignoring problems like assaults and robberies and letting the place fall apart.
The downward spiral due partly to years of progressive soft-on-crime leadership, partly to permanent work-from-home policies that have caused a 30% office vacancy rate, devastating the city's economy.
We're seeing hotels not having the business travelers because there aren't as many office meetings. The city is not getting the same tax revenue from those businesses. Transit agencies don't have the customers, and so there's a lot of negative ripple effects.
There are positive signs. Fleet Week and other large gatherings have been problem-free. IKEA has opened in a troubled part of town, and new management has pledged to revive that big downtown mall. But residents say until city leaders crack down on crime and clean up the streets, the exodus will continue, making it unlikely the city by the bay will regain its glittering reputation anytime soon. In San Francisco, Claudia Cowan, Fox News.
Right, and this guy might be one of those psychopaths, right? Wouldn't be surprised. But again, he found out the hard way that there are consequences for your vote. Again, as he mocked Trump supporters for not coming to San Francisco, just to find out the hard way why Trump supporters and conservatives don't go to San Francisco. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Almost 70% of people who identify as Republicans think that San Francisco is just an absolute violent hellhole, and they would never come here for $1 million because it's not safe. So those people don't come here to visit.
I saw a guy get almost beaten to death last night. He got jumped by a group of 10 to 15 people.
Which is fucking fantastic.
I haven't seen that much blood in a very, very long time.
Republicans in the United States are so goddamn terrified of San Francisco based on bullshit.
But I came home just covered in that guy's blood, man. Somebody else was asking me in the comments if he was okay. I don't know. He never regained consciousness while I was there.
That they refused to visit San Francisco, which who do I send my thank you card to for that?
And I was there long enough for the ambulance to show up, and they put a collar on him and got him onto a backboard and got him up onto a gurney. But he didn't regain consciousness while I was still there, so I don't know if he's okay.
Do I just send it to Tucker Carlson and Joe Rogan and Sean Hannity? Thank you. I thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate it immensely.
It was a hell of a thing to see, man.
I don't want those people coming here to visit. It's much nicer here when those people don't come here to visit.
It's going to take a couple of days to process that.
It's much nicer here when those people don't come here to visit, right? So again, this guy living in Looney Tunes world believes that San Francisco is much nicer when you don't have people who are nonviolent, who are reasonable, who have common sense, who aren't, drugged out, deranged psychopaths, right? Visiting the city. Again, it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing how life comes at you fast. How you realize that, hey, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, I'm not living in reality, right? Which is the number one problem with modern day progressives, okay? I really do think that these people don't acknowledge facts, right? They don't acknowledge reality, right? They say, well, the news is making it up, right? It reminds me of AOC, right? When she tried to say that it was a conspiracy. It's a GOP conspiracy that you had all these smash and grab looting operations occurring in these liberal cities around the country, right? She tried to say that retail theft was not a problem, right? That's not an issue. It's made up. Even though it's clearly happening, we have it on video. We have businesses going out of business, literally leaving San Francisco and other parts of the country, liberal cities, because of this. But again, you have progressives come out here and just flat out deny that it's happening, right? And when you deny reality, eventually reality will hit you in the face personally, where you can't deny it anymore.
It's great. It's fucking amazing.
But no, I have no idea what started it. I walked out from getting tacos and saw the middle of it and saw him go down and everybody just descend on him. And just obliterate the guy with hands and fists and feet and boots and
Dumb, gullible, loud, mean, easily manipulated, easily separated from their money.
It was an awful, awful, awful thing to see. It was an awful thing to see.
Hashtag MAGA.
This guy, right? This guy, okay? Again, this is the best way to red pill a Democrat is to give them what they want, right? When you want to red pill liberals, just give them what they want, okay? They want to have a city where you don't arrest criminals for committing violent crimes, cool. They want to have a city where You allow criminals just to shoplift and take whatever they want. Cool, right? They want to have a city where people who have common sense don't come, right? Okay, cool. All the more reason why Trump supporters and conservatives should stay away from these liberal cities, okay? Because even the liberals that live there, okay, eventually find out that their votes have consequences. And this is why I'll probably never leave the South, right? This is probably the primary reason why I'll never leave the South. And if I have to go to a liberal city for whatever reason that's in another part of the country, I'm going to be in and I'm going to be out, right? I'm going to be in and out, okay? I'm in and I'm out, especially San Francisco, right? I mean, like, that place, I mean, you can rent a car and it's likely that it will get broken into and your stuff will get stolen. So again, I avoid at all costs, right? Doesn't matter who you are, avoid San Francisco at all costs. I think it's a great thing that conservatives don't visit that city, okay? Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.